Here we are at the offices, the worldwide headquarters of Gospel Ministries International. And this morning I want to give you a little idea of what God is doing here in Tennessee. Normally my reports are from the front lines, from overseas. But even here in the United States, God is active at work and doing miracles for us. You see, GMI used to work out of a small basement. We did our accounting, we did our other work just out of a volunteer's home. As we prayed for a place to work, suddenly we found a little notice. This building was for rent. We began renting it, as well as some houses that are next door here. We have 3 houses on the property. This is a duplex right here for 2 families. And then off to the left here is a small home, the one that I'm living in at the moment. And then there's a bigger home that serves for homes for several of our volunteers. Downstairs, a full basement and so on. But we were renting just a couple of homes in this building, and we were delighted. We knew that God wanted something big for North America, just like He does for overseas as well. But it wasn't long. Here's the interesting thing. We were just working here for a couple of months, and the owners came over, actually about 3 or 4 months. The owners came over and said, "We just love what you're doing. We believe that what you're doing here is God's work, and we would like to see you own the building. Are you interested?" Well, yes, I'm interested, but you know what? We don't have any money. Gospel Ministries International is basically operates right on the edge. All our money that we get goes overseas. And I started explaining to him all about this. And he looked at me and he said, "But would you like to have the building?" Well, yes, but. No, don't say but. Would you like to have the building? But I don't understand. We don't have any money. He said, "It's not about money. If you really need it, we'll work it out." Well, it was nearly $1 million. And we said, how can that happen when we don't have any money to put down? He said, "Let's go have lunch with the bank president and we'll see." We went down to Cleveland, Tennessee, where it's all Bible Belt. And the bank president is a church member there in a local evangelical church. And he discussed the work with us, what we were doing, and he fell in love with it. And he said, "Let me talk to my people." But today, with the economic crisis that's happening around the world, we don't let go of money very fast. And he said, "Let's see what happens. Turn in your financial reports." So we turned in all our financial reports, and basically it was a pessimistic outlook. But the owners of the building said, if the bank says yes, great. If they say no, we're still going to finance it. We'll auto-finance, but we want you to have the building. Well, at that point, I began to really believe something was about to happen. God has blessed North America with special resources for a purpose. As a Protestant nation, a wealthy nation, we have been blessed with these resources for one purpose, and that is finishing the gospel in the world. Gospel Ministries International has partnered with Jesus for Asia, and they're moving their headquarters here from Idaho here to be with us in this building for one purpose, to share Mission TV, missiontv.com, for the purpose of reaching North America and convincing them of how much work needs to be done in this short period of time that we have left. And Mission TV is going to be on satellite one of these days next to Hope Channel and 3ABN, but the focus will be for North America, so that North Americans can realize their sacred responsibility, that sacred responsibility of reaching the world with their resources, their know-how, the technology that God has given us during this opportunity that we have. We want to reach North America, and the way to reach North America is to get them involved in mission. It doesn't matter what mission that is, it doesn't matter which organization it is, but get involved in mission. Put your money and your time in God's work before you lose it all. This is very important, and I hope you're listening, that what you have now, you have but a short time to use. What thou must do quickly. I'd like to invite you to come with me now, and as we go inside to our offices, and I want to show you a little bit of our studio there. And if you're a technician, if you're a farmer, if you're agriculture, if you're a computer specialist, camera specialist, editors, whatever it is, we need you. And God will provide some kind of solution for housing. Even our 3 houses here are not enough. But with God's help, someday we'll be able to build more apartments here or find some places to rent. God will help you. Today, we're getting a full-time couple. She's a top-notch cook from Korea, and her husband is a professional in the area of media productions. And they're joining us today. They're moving here today. One by one, a family here, a family there. God is providing the people. And so I'm asking, are you interested in doing media for God in North America and from here launching out to all the world? This is a place for you to work. Contact us. We'll see what God can do. And maybe it's something else, that a burden that God has given you. Maybe God wants to send you to Africa or Asia or South America to work. There's a place for you in God's work. The most important part is get involved in God's work while there's still time. Join me. I'll take you inside. About 500 gigabytes of this. filled with media material. If you'll send it up to Amazing Discoveries, they'll need that media material.
Okay.
And once we get this audio stuff installed for you for Skype, you can be able to take calls from all over the world on Skype on here. Okay, we'll get that installed for you soon, okay?
Thank
you,
you.
Kelly. I appreciate that. I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
I'd like to show you down in our offices here. Construction is going on. These are a bunch of great volunteers, professional carpenters and technicians. And they're putting in carpets today. Here we can see that some new carpets went in yesterday. The ceiling went in. Man, I don't know how to thank the Lord for all these, all the labor, all the energy that's given to God. You know, doing something for God and in a ministry helps the people in Africa. Putting in a carpet here helps people in Asia. Incredible how you can multiply the skills. So anyway, we have all these tools in here and all these wonderful volunteers. All of them are measuring and just gluing in carpets right now. Thank you very much. We're glad to have you part of the GMI family.
That's so wonderful. Thank you. It's a blessing.
It's a privilege.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And this one's still this is our accounting office. It will be soon. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll have people here. And hey, Trenton, come over here a second. Trenton is going to go work in Bolivia at our new media center, and he came in from Washington State, right?
Yep.
And since we didn't go to Bolivia right away, he just helped out here, and he's leaving with me on Tuesday to fly the plane down to Bolivia and going down to the Caribbean. So Trenton, thank you for joining us. Use that work for God. Thanks. Let's go upstairs. This is a two-story building here. They're recording in the back now, but let's go upstairs and we'll see some of the things that we're expanding here. We have editors at work, and we're going to be putting in some audio department. By the way, we need an audio engineer, audio specialist. If you want to do audio, we need you here. This is just a general office section here where we do translations. We're streaming our French network off of this little computer, something so simple. We're just putting out a low quality signal while the high quality signal comes from another computer, just so people can log on and select a dial-up is good enough. For many people in South America, all they have is dial-up speed, and they can still watch French TV there. Right now this is Jesus for Asia office, packed to the gills with technology. You can see it's a techie office, huh? I love techie offices with computers and cables. And let me introduce you to our head editor right now. This is Diana. Diana, where are you from originally?
I'm from Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Mm-hmm.
And your husband's from?
Panama.
From Panama. Now, Diana and Luis, her husband, you'll meet Luis in a minute down in the master control. They were living in Miami, and
yes.
Somehow we made contact. I don't know if was it one of our visits down there or some sermons you heard?
I heard a sermon, and as soon as I heard it, I said I want to do that. And I applied, searched for gospel ministries and applied, and I came to visit, and we're here now.
I'm so glad to have you. Looks like you're going to have a baby soon.
Yeah.
When is it due?
June 4th.
June 4?
Mm-hmm.
Little boy or girl?
A boy.
A little boy. Wow, that's exciting. Well, at least you can still work right now. After that, you'll have a lot of your hands full pretty well.
Yeah.
After June 4.
Sleepy nights.
She's editing right now. You can come around and look here. We have a video called "Having Nothing, Having It All." That reflects who we are. We have nothing. We're in poverty, but we have everything as well. And she's editing these different videos. We want to thank Tim De La Torre for putting all these together. The videos came in. Some of them he produced. Some of them came in from the mission field. But she's putting in the subtitles in Spanish, and we're going to be putting on hopefully Romanian, Russian, French very soon. And we'll have 40,000 copies made. We already have about 20,000 that's already gone all over the world. But about 40,000 copies will come out with different subtitles. And for General Conference, we want to have them ready to hand out at the General Conference session in Atlanta. Let me take you down now to the studios and let you see what's going on downstairs. And now I would like to introduce you a little bit to the inside, our studio. It's in the beginning stages, and we're just getting ready to do a shoot right now. And follow me. I'd like to show you what's happening here. It's exciting. We have here our 3 cameras and our mixer. We'll start in here with our mixer first. Luis is in here right now getting ready for the pre-shoot, adjusting the cameras, adjusting all the settings for the colors and so on, and getting ready to do the recording directly to hard drive. There's one principle that's very important. Always use what you have. You always wish you had more? Don't wait for that day. Use what you have and it will multiply. Now in this studio here, we have a set of lights that By the way, they're handmade. We made them in Bolivia, just brought them up at 1/10 the cost of what you buy professional lights. Our beautiful equipment here that we have, and Anna's one of our camera people of the 3 camera operators that we have. Now you will notice the background is kind of dark. We decided to go forward and use what we have. We don't have a fancy background that doesn't look like very much, but it really looks attractive, actually professional. Some people really like it to have a dark background and just kind of stand out. But over the years, we'll be adding more and more things so that our studio, our set, is actually real life, using what we have, the little that we have, and making really nice productions. I would like to invite you to look at missiontv.com. It's going to be exciting. One of these days you'll see it on satellite too. And meanwhile, you can go to missiontv.com anywhere in the world and watch exciting things, reports from the front line, not just what God is doing, it's about the need, what God wants to do, and what you can do to be involved in God's work on the front lines. God bless you.